The census form has 10 simple questions and the postage is already paid for. All students have to do is fill out the form and simply put it back in the mailbox. If the budget cuts go through, the Alachua County Library District would lose $335,000. That's 20% of the $1.8 million materials budget, which pays for books, videos, and journal subscriptions. The biggest safety concern is an incompatible driver's floor mat that could interfere with the accelerator pedal, causing it to get stuck. Sheriffs say Losita used this website, keepingcooldeals.com, to send people phony iPhones and steal their identity. The highest risk food group for kids is hot dogs. Simple measures you can take to make sure you're aware of your surroundings are to stay off that cell phone, no texting or calling, and to make sure you have your keys already in your hand. There's over 30 companies here, such as Frito-Lay and the Mayo Clinic, that are hoping to help veterans ease back into civilian life. While this may seem like an ordinary class, it is actually part of a developmental research school. PK Young is affiliated with the University of Florida and is even located on its campus. The model here could inspire a new school being planned for Pike Road, Alabama, a small town near Montgomery.
The neatest thing about this is the way the University of Florida and this school have synchronized their relationship makes it a great outreach to schools. Obviously, we've heard lots of compliments to other schools within the state of Florida, but even to be able to reach across to the state of Alabama, we very much appreciate that.
The school's primary research goal is to enhance instruction in math, science, and computer science, utilizing state-of-the-art educational technology. PK Young officials are pleased other schools are following their lead.
It's really exciting that a community is taking upon itself the idea of creating its own school system and wanting to model it with a connection to higher education. I think that's very exciting, and it's one of the reasons we're willing to take our time to work with them.
This artwork is just one way PK Young and the University of Florida collaborate. The visitors from Alabama hope to form a similar partnership with the universities in their state. With only about 1,200 students attending K-12 at PK Young, the Pike Road leaders see there's more room for teacher-student interaction.
The teachers have freedom to be creative within the classroom. I think it's exciting that when they think about how this school has found ways to accomplish things instead of ways not to accomplish things.
The Pike Road team plans to apply what they've learned on this visit to form the best developmental school they can. Erica Lembo, WUFT News.
Everybody join me. One, two, three. Yay!
Ocala city officials are doing their part to make flying in and out of the city's airport safer. The new air control tower is coming at a good time, as officials say travel through Ocala is on the rise.
We have a lot of traffic through this airport, something like 100,000 operations a year. That's takeoffs and landings. So it just continues to grow as interest in aviation continues to grow.
The airport sees such a diverse fleet of aircraft, from huge Boeing 727s to little Piper Cubs, that officials say the tower will help pilots take off and land more efficiently.
It provides what's called positive control. So there's somebody in the tower that provides separation clearance between aircraft arriving and departing.
There are two different control stations up in the tower. One is to communicate with pilots up in the air, and the other is to communicate with planes on the ground. City officials plan for 5 years to build a 91-foot tower and are planning on making more changes in the future.
The tower is just one aspect of the future growth needs of the airport. We're looking at runway extensions and continuing to meet the requirements of our existing tenant base. The control tower is just another means to do that.
Not only will the tower improve safety, it will be an added incentive in the recruitment of companies with corporate aircraft. While there are more than 5,000 public access airports in the United States, less than 10% have an air traffic control tower. Erica Lembo, WUFT News.
Yes, great. I need you to fill out this
University of Florida students aren't taking any chances when it comes to getting sick. 1,600 students made an appointment at the Student Healthcare Center to receive the H1N1 vaccination. Many students are constantly on the go, putting them at a high risk for contracting the virus.
I'm just always going. I figure my schedule's pretty stressful, which means I'm not eating right, so pretty much I feel like my immune system, might be weakened.
Some students had other reasons for getting the vaccine.
My mom wanted me to get the vaccine. I'm at high risk
I have asthma.
Here at the University of Florida, students can either get the flu mist or the flu shot for free, which doctors say is equally beneficial. UF has already administered the vaccine to students once before, but because of high demand and high need, another day was devoted to making sure students stay healthy.
It's just an important public health issue, and vaccine and vaccination is an important way to protect people against getting this particular disease.
UF isn't the only school worried about its students. The Alachua County Health Department will be at Santa Fe tomorrow to administer the flu shots to students, faculty, and staff. Santa Fe officials say they have seen a number of students with flu-like symptoms already.
They're very susceptible. They don't eat well, they don't sleep enough, they don't wash their hands, and they're around so many other people. They're very, very vulnerable to the infection, and the more crowds you're with, the more chance you'll catch the germs.
While some students say they don't personally know anyone with the virus, they would still recommend the vaccine.
It's better be safe than sorry, you know.
Erica Lembo, WUFT News.